this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Here comes the heat. Pulls in the deep ball. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Barrett. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So FIU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. That's the risk you take when a long field goal like that 57-yarder doesn't go. Now the offense has it around the 40. They'll leave it with him. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Zings it complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
There he goes. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's caught. It's Vick. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Barrett. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida International. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking for a man. It's Barrett. Get it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. But a little time lets it go.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
The short hands, it's Bowie. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Big fella moving. Touchdown, FIU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Going to the running game. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Back to pass, it's Barrett. It's complete to the right. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Bowie. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go, Zach. Dropping back, it's Barrett. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch around the 50. He's going to get loose. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here's a heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to throw, it's Barrett. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Kentucky will put it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. At midfield, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They get to him as he throws.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Unloads quickly. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
How about that linebacker? Seeing the ball get thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Barrett. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and
breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 100.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Florida International.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
52, Kentucky, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The play action fake. Under fire. Slithers into space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. On the option. Now the toss. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On target. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He'll sneak in, try to surge forward. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Punt is in the air. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. With the catch, it's Bowie. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. FIU set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw it in completion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
They're facing a third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Handoff to the single back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway. They're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats,
bringing it back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Steps away to find some room. Looking for the score. Touchdown, FIU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Got his man. Ripping through the defense. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to pop the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
To the air on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
On to kick it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing